Hello there. Today I'll be doing another tank battle between the Shivil Armored Corps and the Revolutionaries Tank Battalion. Alright, so this time we're doing the field map. Now we're starting off in the interwar period, 1938, before World War II. 1938. No, the Revolutionaries Tank Battalion is more like a rise up against the what was it called again? They're they're a split off of some of the countries. So this one is a medium tank that the Revolutionaries built, kind of based on the Panzer IV. Kind of based on the Panzer IV. The hull is a little bit too wide for my liking, but I don't know, man. Kind of like this design. It's got a roof-mounted machine gun. Oh, separate machine gun turret with, I think, a 50mm gun. No, it'll just be gameplay. I feel like gameplay is a lot more better than well, yeah. Okay, so should be at the halfway point now. This is where we should start to see some tank on tank engagements, especially because the enemy is outnumbered by one. That's fine. Especially considering that tanks I'm playing as right now are incredibly slow. Then again, it is the interwar period. Damn. So how many shells you got? You got a lot of shells. Oh, the penetration of this thing's horrible. Penetration. 56mm pen. Oh my god, the 1930s was not great on them. 1938, and they have this amount of penetration. This isn't a lot. They can barely pen these tanks. Maybe it was right to give them a lot more tanks than the enemy. Especially considering that the Revolutionary tanks aren't the best. There's one. I think that's a medium over there. There goes me. Oh, these tanks can't do it. I think I'm gonna change back to railway, because railway is the one that's most functional. Yeesh. You're on 4th gear. You're on your maximum gear and can barely travel. There goes another one. Elector Mark 1. We're losing lots of tanks. I don't think the Revolutionaries are gonna win this one. That one's down. Now where are the enemies? Over there. Oh, he's not moving. He's not shooting either. Did he lose his roof gunner? I'm surprised we can actually penetrate this. There we go. Down and out. Another one. We're losing this one. We're losing. You know, this is why they scrapped this tank later on. Because this thing isn't very good. It's probably good for early 1930s, but this is late 1930s. This is the late 1930 war. So now this is the last one, the last tank. I do not think we're gonna win this one, considering that we've only killed 4 of them, and they've killed 10 of us. That was a incredibly bad battle. Now, let us see if the Revolutionaries can turn the tide with their new tanks, with the Mystia Lag 6 stolen from the Shivil Armored Corps, and then the custom-made tank, the KF-5E2. So I have 5 of each. I mean, I have 3 of those. 7. I'll have 7 of those, and then, yeah. Wait, no, I want to play them. I want to play them. Wait. Crap, man. Ugh. And then, go to the Shivil Armored Corps again. They have a lot of tanks, but then the early war is really good there. I have 4 mediums, and 6 lights. Against 10 mediums. Alright. We'll see how this one goes. I forgot to change the map. Because it seems we get a lot more results when we do it on railway. So, right now, here it is. The custom-made tank that they've made for their own faction. It's a little bit... Its turret is very good. And also its hull is very good as well. We've also got the mobility. Pretty good mobility for our medium. Although their gun is pretty bad. 94mm pen is not very good against those of that classes like a Sherman. It's basically a Sherman, but it's not a Sherman. See, like, these light tanks can't penetrate us because they don't have the firepower. And then there's also the Sherman, like, Piscia P1s. The Sherman Piscia P1s are pretty hard to kill. They're really hard to kill, to be honest. But because we've actually got penetration this time, they're not really a big deal. Especially since my tanks are a lot superior. Now the final man. Where's the final man though? no idea what the final guy is. Yeah, I think that's a Revolutionaries victory, especially since they have a superior medium tank now. And also the fact they decided to steal off the Shivil Armored Corps with this tank, while also stealing a turret design from another country, thinking the turret design of this tank is superior to the other countries. Now that was it was an easy win, especially since that because of the superior firepower of the Revolutionaries, they could penetrate all of their tanks. Now we'll go to mid-war, the mid-war period. The mid-war period is when the Shivil Armored Corps start pumping out heavy tanks. Problem about the heavy tanks is that they're like a tiger. They're armored but not armored at the same time. The hull isn't as armored, but yeah. So not the T1. We won't use T1. We'll get two T2s. Actually, one T2, one T1. Four light tanks. And five mediums. 11. So that's 11 on the enemy side. Now we need to match this one up. So there's the Messier Lag 76 and the KF5E5. Both of them having a very heavy anti-tank gun. We'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So we'll have that. Now who will win though? The Sherman Firefly like tanks and the Revolutionaries, or the enemy Shivil Armored Corps. Because these tanks are damn good with their anti-tank gun, especially since it's basically a Sherman Firefly. Now, a light tank has been destroyed. I forgot to fix the transmission on this thing. I was gonna do that, but I kind of didn't. Now, let's see. Oh, the Gruff T2 has already fallen. It's because of the heavy penetration capabilities of such a powerful gun. It's like the 17-pounder. But imagine. Oh, this thing's powerful. Way too powerful. I love the turret design on this thing, because all the ammunition is stored at the back of the turret. Well, mostly, yeah. Because of the mid-war, they also get a better engine and stuff as well. Now, the last people. Oh, there goes that one. And we'll look for the last people. Oh, look, the Gruff T1. Oh, Monsieur P2 got me. Oh wow, medium tanks murdering all of us. Surprisingly, now this is the last one. And the last one's dead. So, I may have overestimated the power of the heavy tanks, especially since they can't handle such a powerful gun. Now, we'll do the final battle of today, the late war period. The late war period will be a lot more better. This time, the Shivil Armored Corps being access to a very powerful light tank. We'll have 3 of them. There are also the normal P4 and the P4T4. The P4T4 is probably the most powerful thing in here, but we'll have 2 heavy tanks, 1 heavy, super heavy self-propelled gun, 5 mediums, and another heavy, just in case. So there's 12 on the enemy side, and then we'll try and back it up because of the armor superiority they have. Try and back them up with 15 of these. 15. We'll see who wins, because it's the same tank, this time with a lot better armor and a lot better turret. Look at that. This time, with a mobility of a light tank, this thing will dominate. This time, going into camera mode. Oh! Heavy self-propelled gun already down. And the P2, oh, the Jumbo variant. Jumbo variant standing its ground, retreating. Heavy tank being rammed by a light tank. With its heavy gun. Very strong gun. It's still trying to reload. Because of its very long reloading. I think it's dead. No? What's it doing? No, they're trying to hit a light tank behind it. Now what happened to the heavy tank? Heavy tank's still back here. I do not think that they're going to win this one. Yeah, the heavy tank's the last one. Oof. Maybe I should have overestimated. I overestimated them again, the Shivil Armored Corps. Very heavy overestimation. But we'll have a special round where it is only Jumbos versus these guys. Now, here comes special round. Now we'll have the Jumbo spam. This time we'll only have 10 of these, because I don't know how powerful these things are. This time I'll be playing on the battlefield too. This tank is very good, but how will it handle against heavy tank spam? Whoa. Now, what's happening now? We actually managed to kill a heavy tank? Eesh. How did that one happen? I can barely penetrate these things. Oh, they can penetrate me though. Oh my god. 2 of us down. Killed another heavy tank. Although I have no idea what to penetrate these things. Even though I'm the one that made them. It could be aiming for side armor? Yes, I know. Side armor angling does not work. These tanks. Maybe it's because they're AI. Maybe the AI can't handle such a powerful tank. Damn. Okay, so yeah, no, the heavy tanks are losing. It's just the fact that these tanks are really good. Ooh. Just because these tanks are very good, that's why they keep winning all the time. Damn, can't penetrate that. Oh well. This tank is busted though. And it seems like a heavy loss. Even though they may have won the interwar period, they did not win the late war period. I know it's unfair in that, but I can't be bothered. I tried to go off my own intuition, but I realized that some of my tanks are just too good, some of my tanks are just really bad. So next time I'll do different countries facing against each other. Yeah? Yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, that's it. Revolutionaries uh, won the late war, but the Shivil Armored Corps is just not that good. So yeah, maybe I'll do two different countries facing each other again. Two of my custom countries. Yeah.